Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course in the series I just discuss anything to do with streetwear or fashion. Now in today's video I'm going to be covering all my thoughts and opinions on the lookbook for Palace Skateboards' Spring 2024 collection. Yeah, you heard me right, guys. We are not even out of January yet, and Palace is announcing the start of their releases of their 2024 seasons. So I've got to get to it. I actually need to go back and cover Supreme's Fall-Winter 2023 season and talk about my top 5 favorite pieces from that season. So I'm a bit behind on that, but Palace is taking priority because they're releasing very soon, so I've got to hurry up with that. But yeah, Palace has dropped the lookbook for their spring 2024 season, and in today's video we will cover that. We will cover the release details for week 1, and we'll cover my thoughts and opinions on all the pieces and everything like that. Now, we won't be covering week 1's drop list in this video. I'm going to save that for, quite obviously, the drop list video for week 1, so stay tuned for that. If you're looking to see what pieces are releasing for week 1, subscribe to the channel, get ready for that video to be dropping very soon. But we've got to cover the lookbook first for the entire season and kind of see what we're going to be getting. We'll be using a Hypebeast article today to cover everything that I just mentioned. We'll head on over there now and we'll start covering the release details for week 1. Here is the Hypebeast article that we're going to be using today, guys. If you want to check it out for yourselves, I'll link it down in that description section below, as I always do, for you guys to check out. But we'll quickly cover the release details for week 1, and then we'll dive into the 46 images that we have for the lookbook. So obviously we'll check out the lookbook above, but the spring 2024 collection will be available in store and online starting February 2nd, which checks out. That's the Friday. 11 AM EDT time on the brand's official online store. It'll also be dropping 11 AM GMT time for the UK, and a day later it'll be dropping in Japan and China, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time in store and online for Japan, 11 AM Chinese Standard Time via the WeChat store for China. But I think there is another one. I don't know if it's kind of conveyed here. Yeah, I don't know if it's mentioned here, but I remember in the Instagram post here it actually details about a Korean release now. I think we did see that towards the end of 2023, a Korean store being opened, and I think that's to combat Supreme doing exactly that. But that is an in-store release only, and I think it is on the same day that all the other stores in the Asian area get it, so the Saturday the 3rd. Definitely click on the Instagram post here and check out to see if that's the case or not if you're from Korea. But for the rest of the world, that's where it's releasing. It's releasing in those standard drop times and places. But if you have any further questions, put them in the comment section below. For most of the world, we are getting the, February 2nd drop. For Asia, it's going to be on the Saturday. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's dive into the 46 images here and see what pieces we're going to be getting for the spring 2024 season. For a spring collection, the first thing I'm thinking of is not a leather jacket, but I'm not going to complain about that because this leather jacket looks beautiful. I love the painting on the back of it, in safe hands, showcasing, I'm going to assume, a woman's hands with what looks to be, I actually can't tell what that is. I initially thought it was going to be a cigarette, but I can't actually tell what it is. Either way, the painting is very lovely. I do kind of wish that it didn't say Palace 2024 down the bottom, but it's done in kind of a tonal manner where it's not that, obvious. If I was to buy this myself, maybe I'd try and like scrape the Palace 2024 paint off and just keep that. Just because that's the main thing that I want there. But the way that this is styled is exactly how I would wear it. Maybe not necessarily the belt and the same pants and whatnot, because I don't have any double knee pants or studded belts, but over the top of a nice black shirt, black pants, and a black belt, it's a very nice look, and it's a very nice jacket to kickstart this season. I'm really excited to see what we get. They know me too well. A varsity jacket. Love it. I love the mentioning of all the stores down here. I love the Palace logo that's across the chest there. All this, like, I guess, biblical references along the arms and front, and I'm going to assume back, is really cool as well. I really like the color choices they've gone with this one, choosing a navy and white and then using the yellow detailing on all the graphics to kind of give it that little pop. Yeah, wow, look at that. Palace Saints. That's just an awesome varsity jacket. I'm going to assume that's in collaboration with Golden Bear. I could be wrong on that call, but that's crazy. That is a fantastic piece. They've already given us two awesome outwear pieces to start off the season. A nice barbed wire looking, or maybe thorns looking hoodie with some very nicely chosen color options there. You've got a black with the gray kind of thorns all over it, and a little Palace logo down the bottom on the kangaroo pouch, which I think it's a nice choice. It's nicely done. We've got, that's a really cool concept. We've got this like deer fur being used on a denim jacket silhouette. I really like that, and I actually haven't seen that being done before. I mean, maybe I need to look more further into, you know, the realms of fashion, but that's a concept I haven't seen being done before. I'm assuming it's a print. If it does have texture to it, that's even more wild. I would not expect that of Palace. Yeah, that's crazy. I really like the script new era cap as well that's being worn in the outfit, and it looks like there's a cool little graphic shirt underneath as well. But that jacket is, that's a, like, you know, just really caught my attention. We've got, okay, this is like a mix between, I was gonna say like a stadium jacket, and like it's a mixture of like a couple different silhouettes being thrown together here. I honestly wish we didn't have the Palace London on the back and maybe just Palace, but the color combo is really nice, and I like the panels on it. It's got these like very bomber jacket arms, but then not that kind of silhouette with the rest of the piece as well, and it's got, you know, like the bomber jacket, very crinkled arms, I would say. Yeah, it's a really interesting piece, and it looks like we've got some matching double knee pants down below as well. Here's the front of it, but then it has that bomber jacket closing, but then a very like Western kind of jacket with the top of the finish there with the panels and stuff. It's a combination of very different jackets here, but it's executed really well with the colors. Interesting that they chose the contrasting like suede collar for the for the collar there. Interesting choice, but I have no complaints there. It still looks quite nice. The double knee pants as well work quite well. I don't know about using that shirt underneath these pieces here, but no one really cares about the shirt because the jacket and the pants are the show-stopping pieces here. We've got this Thorn Rose zip-up Palace hoodie. This is actually done quite tastefully. Not something that I could see myself wearing, but I could see some people with some certain styles getting into a piece like this. I think the very vibrant colors works well with the graphics they've chosen for the piece, and I really like the tonal flowers around the neckline. I think that's a cool way of approaching it. I hope there's something on the hood as well. There is a interesting looking Palace trucker hat up the top there. Nothing that's really tickling my fancy with that though. It looks like the, I guess, biblical themed pieces are making reappearances in other pieces in this season, so it's not just a varsity jacket. We can see here that we're getting a crew neck as well. I assume there's probably going to be a hoodie and t-shirt that also goes along with it. I really like the beanie that's being worn in this outfit. I really like the texture to it, but yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. We've got a Palace I guess Parker, I would probably put it the best, with a either attached or detached face mask with it. The pattern on it looks awesome. It looks like the ground of either a forest somewhere or just the ground of somewhere. I really like the all over print to it. It's done really well. Not a piece that I would see myself wearing, but I could definitely see a lot of Palace fans getting around something like that. We've got this cool like grid plaid jacket. like, do you see what I mean? Like the way the colors are laid out looks like traditional plaid, but then they've like thrown a grid texture to it, or a grid design over the top of it. It works quite well. It's the colors look really nice, and it is really loud in its, I guess, its pattern, but not its color choices. And I do really like that about that piece. Wow, that's a really cool design. So we've got this kind of like hexagon snake camo with contrasting hexagon design all over this jacket here. It's a cool approach. I want to see if there's matching pants to it. I hope there's matching pants to it. But also some really nice cargo pants just down below. And there were some shorts before, but I wasn't really feeling them. That's a cool way to approach the logo. I was worried about the logo, if there was going to be a logo on the back. At least it's done in a way that it kind of hides it. I'm not a huge fan of like very loud logos these days, and something like this is a good way of approaching it. Would I have liked it without the logo on the back? I mean, I'm always going to say yes to that these days, but it is what it is. We've got a Polartec fleece jacket, very nice colors, no complaints about that. Camo beanie, looks like matching pants to the denim jacket we saw before. I thought that they would go with more of like a traditional denim jean silhouette for the pants, but it looks like they've gone with more of a cargo pants option, which is a little bit more disappointing. I would have loved to see like Deer jeans releasing this season in like a very baggy silhouette. It could have been a lot of fun, but either way, awesome fleece jacket in this shot. We've got, I mean, I was almost going to describe it as an oil spill, but we got this, yeah, this all over graphic long sleeve here with thumb holes. It's okay. We've got just a very nice Palace jersey. Yeah, I like the colors on this. The graphics nice. I like the use of like a perforated material for the logo and the number. It's cool. It's cool. And the beanie, the hat with the bear ears is kind of fun, but not something that I would ever see myself wearing. We've got just a nice zip-up hoodie by the looks of it. Kind of a goofy beanie up there as well, but some cool looking pants down there. We've got like this spider web covered in water all over pattern design on the pants. And what looks like, I think they're really trying to showcase it here, a collaborative pair of Crocs down the bottom there, which, I mean, it's no surprise. Palace has done Crocs collaborations in the past, and I see everyone wearing them these days, so it's no wonder that they're kind of doing that. And it looks like a really nice Palace jacket up there as well. Here's another photo shoot of that. Colors are quite nice. Oh, okay. This looks like a knit sweater. I like the texture to it. I like the Palace logo on it, and the colors are quite nice. I like that little hit of contrasting black line around the neckline and all the other areas of it as well. It looks quite nice. And then we've got these like Italian sweatpants down here as well. That looks kind of cool. I like the very intense green on that Palace logo on the cap as well. Nice little Palace jacket here. Not much else to really say. Matching pants to it. We did see orange pants before with the same design, so I imagine there's probably an orange jacket to match as well. That's a lot of fun. I hope it comes in a bit more of a quieter color. We've got this very like loose gauge knit sweater. You can see through it basically. I wish it came in a bit of a toned down color option. I'm sure it probably does, but the pink and orange one still looks sick. Wouldn't be a color that I'd go with though. And it looks like we got matching pants to that jacket we saw before. A camo bear jacket. Fleece jacket, of course, you know, you're a bear. It's got to be nice and fleecy and furry and whatnot. That's crazy, man. That's just crazy. Not for me. I couldn't wear it. I couldn't wear it. Well, I could wear it, but I wouldn't want to wear it. Nice little Palace hoodie. A bunny rabbit sweatpant. Don't know how I feel about that one. Not positively, I know for sure though. A nice Palace jersey. I like the jersey. Cool little cap up there. A quilted bomber. Very nice. Matching pants to the jacket we saw before. I hope the quilted bomber comes in some colors, but we did actually get a nice quilted bomber last year as well, so there's also that. It has been seen before. but it is just a very nice solid piece, you know. I can't beat it up too much. Give me that in like a green, a black, a navy, any colors like that. I could definitely get around it. We've got a funnel crew neck there. It's okay. Cargo pants making a reappearance. It's one of these Italian pieces again. Not really feeling it. A very interesting hat. I just noticed that. Huge Palace logo on the back. New Era beanie with a brim. I'm sorry, look, I wear like Kangol hats, all these funky different hats. You cannot catch me wearing something like that. No way. No way. Nice little zip-up tracksuit by the looks of it. Nice colors. Nice, I guess, breaking up of the piece with the stripe there. It's cool. I don't know why, but I really like fruit on clothing. It's such a weird thing. When Casablanca was doing it, and they did all that like fruit on knit sweaters and rayon shirts and stuff, I really love it. So whenever I see a brand doing like fruit, I just really get around it. So seeing this, I'm like, oh, look at that, there's a big old apple and some bananas and some other fruit. That's so cool. And it's got a sticker on it as if it's like being sold at the supermarket. And I also really like the colors. It's a fun piece. I do really enjoy that. That is really cool. It looks like we got the same textured beanie we saw before. I kind of liked it in its single black color though that we saw initially. A really nice rugby polo. That is just a really nice color, really nice piece. There's the matching spider jacket. Not really feeling that. I am interested in that like really textured, what looks to be cardigan underneath though. That could be really cool. I like the bunny rayon shirt here, or the bunny shirt here, more than the sweatpants. That's for sure. Okay, cool little, I was gonna say cardigan. I think it's probably a cardigan. It's just zipped up. It's alright. I've seen better Palace cardigans, I think I would have to say. But a cool like bark pair of pants before, which is probably the matching pants to the jacket that we saw as well. And now a vest as well. It comes in a vest style, which that's fine as well. Nice little like Palace racing themed hat up there though, which looks kind of cool. I like that combination. I like this use of the Thorn graphic again, but on a jacket and pants combo. Really nicely done. I like the color choices they've chosen for that graphic, work very well. A nice simple little jacket there. Can't complain about that. A Palace quarter zip with like this really perforated texture that goes along it as well. I really like that. That's nice though, and I like the little logo. It's done well. As long as there's nothing on the back, that's a really solid little piece there. A crew neck. I actually like the graphic on that and the colors they've used for this one. I like the texture that's done to this jacket, but it's not a huge selling point for me. It's not something that I'm like drawn to straight away, but I do like the use of the texture. I think it's really cool to have that kind of design added to it because it just adds that bit of flair to it. I actually really like the cap as well. Very iconic Palace logo on it. Nice color options. It's a nice hat. We've got a vest featuring a hoodie, featuring that design that we saw before on the pants. It looks like it comes in a very toned down version as well, without the contrasting like hexagon design on it. So there's probably going to be jackets and pants in that same situation. A very mixed matched button up shirt. I actually really like that, but I hope it comes in like a white or something like that. I don't know if I want to be wearing this red because it kind of looks like a tablecloth that you'd take to like a park for a picnic or something like that. And I don't know if I want to be the guy walking around the office with the picnic button up shirt. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Looks like we got the bark bucket hat as well. Yeah, so here we go. There is a jacket with just like a more toned down version of it as well. It looks like a different silhouette to the one that we saw before though, because it doesn't have that Triferg logo on the back, but there we go. Interesting hat up there. And that wraps it up. That wraps up the season. How do I feel about these pieces? Some really cool all over prints this season. Some really cool textured pieces this season. I definitely think the heavy hitting pieces that I enjoyed the most were at the start, but it was really awesome to go through it and see all these like cool textures cool all over print designs being thrown on it. I could definitely see it speaking to a lot of people, but yeah, I definitely think I'd have to say my favorite pieces I've seen in the season so far are those heavy hitting jackets at the start. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way, but that's not to say that they're the only good pieces this season, because as much as the lookbook shows a lot of the season, it doesn't show the whole season, and it doesn't show all the collaborations we're going to be getting in this season as well. So you've also got to put that into consideration. But yeah, it got me really keen initially. I think whenever I go over a lookbook for Palace, that's where I feel like they kind of struggle, because I'll get really keen at like either the start or the end, but it's not like it's not consistent through all the way out. I'm not feeling like really enthusiastic all the way through. I'm like this, or I'm like this, and then it comes up right at the end, or, you know, is like this at the start and then is like that. And I still feel like that's the case here in 2024. But again, that's just the lookbook giving me that perception. We could go through all the pieces at the end of this spring season and I could fall in love with so many of them. And at the end of this season, I'll definitely try and do my, you know, top 5 favorite pieces of the spring 2024 season. But that's just my summary of the lookbook there. I'm super happy to see Palace kind of expanding with different textures and crazy all over designs and stuff like that. It's nice, and a lot of the jackets they've done for this season look really cool as well. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, guys. How do you feel about this lookbook? Is it a hit for you? Is it a miss for you? Do you think Palace is you know, one of the best brands for 2024, one of the worst brands for 2024? I'd love to hear any takes that you have on that down in that comment section below. But that is everything I wanted to cover for this video today, guys. We covered the lookbook, how I feel about it, and the week 1 release details, which, to cover again, February the 2nd or the 3rd if you're in Asia. Well, yeah, that's really everything that we really got to cover for it. Do stay tuned for the drop list video. I will be trying to get that out on time. That is going to be a huge video, a long video. Week 1 is always the biggest weekly drop of any Palace season. They always like to come in, get everyone coming in, crashing the website on that first week. Well, it hasn't been like that for a while actually, but that's the whole intent, and then it kind of calms down after week 1. But some of the biggest heavy hitting pieces that you want do release in week 1. Like, I feel like that leather jacket's going to be releasing in week 1, if not the varsity jacket. But I feel like it'll go like leather jacket week 1, and then they'll do all like the biblical stuff for like a themed week later on. You know what I mean? I feel like they're going to do something like that, but we'll see. Let's place bets on it in the comment section below. We'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, let me know how you feel. Let me know if you're going to be going anything from week 1. How do we feel about the spring 24 season right now? Let me know down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Palace seasons, upcoming Palace weekly drops, upcoming Palace collaborations, you got to give me the 3 indicators I won't shut up about, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator that you guys can give me is a subscribe to the channel. And if you have, well, tell a couple mates, because we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,815 subscribers before the end of January, and hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we'll be able to reach that milestone before the end of the month. But that's all I have to say about this lookbook, guys. It was fun covering it. I look forward to covering the week 1 drop with you. So until then, until the next Palace video, until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next drop list video in general, I'll catch you later.